Good morning. Today is Wednesday, March 27th. The year is 2024. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning. Well, you know what? Yeah, I'm so over it. I was supposed to have my roof installed on this week. The materials are here. The materials actually got here this morning because the materials were supposed to be delivered on Monday, which got postponed to today because it rained all day yesterday. We didn't want to get the materials wet. So the material's here, the dumpster here, everything's here. We all ready. I got my cup of coffee. I'm ready. Got shoes on this morning. No workers. I called the workers. I said, "What time y'all get here?" They said, "We come tomorrow. We have other job we finish, and then we'll be there tomorrow or day after." Well, the problem with that is I'm paying a daily fee for this dumpster. These dumpsters sitting out here, they're charging me by the day for them to sit here. So I'm like, okay, y'all. They're charging me by the day for these dumpsters now. And one of the, I was told to get these. He's like, I wish you told me this. This is what the contractor said. Well, I wish you had. He's Hispanic. I wish you told me this. We could have got a truck, and we could have sat there for a whole week. I said, yeah, but Pedro told me to get these dumpsters because they were. I said, y'all need to get y'all fucking asses over here. I'm paying for these dumpsters. They're sitting out here in my yard empty. But anyway, all the materials are here. Everything's here. No workers. So we'll see what happens over the next day or so. There's always some of these construction sites. I just want to get this roof up on this house. It poured down raining past day. I mean, it poured down raining over here. And I have a big blue tarp up on the roof. And luckily there was no water. They got into the house. Oh, Lord. All right. P. Diddy. P. Diddy. He going to jail. It's a wrap for him, y'all. Whatever he did, and it being accused of having done by multiple people. Sex trafficking, drugging people. There are a lot of accusations out here. And the crazy part is, I've known about these accusations for years. I hear stuff. I have a friend of mine who was an escort. He used to do porn and escort. He used to tell me all these crazy stories. And to be honest with you all, I didn't believe any of these stories this man said because he was always they just seemed so outrageous. And he always would say something about going to these parties in New York that P. Diddy had. And I'd be listening to him like, yeah, all right. And when all this blew up, immediately I thought about him. I said, so he was telling the truth the whole damn time. Because he was doing escorting and pornography. He still does escorting and do porn no more. But this guy was doing escorting and doing all this porn, gay porn. And he said he went to these parties, these sex parties that were thrown by P. Diddy. And I was saying, I just didn't believe it. Yeah, you hear all kinds of shit these days. I don't know what to believe or not. But he kept repeating the story over and over. And he would also tell me other stories about going out to California and Vegas and various places involving people he met in the midst of his dealing with this man. But anyway, I believe every word about what these people are saying took place with this crazy man. Obviously, once you get the money, then you get the power, then you lose your fucking mind is obviously true in all these cases. P. Diddy settled that case with Cassie, and she made some outrageous allegations too. That I was like, wow. But he settled. So there must be some truth to it. I don't need people out on this man. I think the fact that the feds showed up to his house and ran up in there and tore that shit apart, sent an army of people in there. When the feds show up, they pretty much know what they're looking for. They're not on no whim. They're not guessing. They know what they're there for. They know exactly what they're there to get. They know it's there. They're going to get it. And they're not there to guess. It's not a guessing game, or maybe it's there, or we think it's there. It's like, no, That evidence is there. Let's go get it. We know where it is. So someone who either works for Diddy or worked for Diddy told them exactly where the good shit was at and what they could find. I'm incriminating videos, recordings. Told them exactly where it was. Now, if this man was smart, because this has been going on for a couple of months now, maybe he has eliminated all this type of evidence and destroyed it, one would think. Some people are very arrogant, though. They think they shit don't stink. They think they never gonna get into that type of trouble, so they may not have made the. If I was been Puff Daddy, I'd been transferring my money out to the United States and me in Cuba right now on the beach someplace. Man, my ass up out of here. I would have been hanging around here. You see what's going on. You see what they're doing to these people. You see that they're aggressively going after these people. I would have ran my ass up out of here. That's what I would have done. I've been sitting right here, especially if I know I did it. Oh, let me get my ass up out of here. Ran. Someplace where they can't extradite you back. You should have did this months ago. At least go there until it's safe, until you get it safe and clear. He going to jail. Same, R. Kelly, same bullshit. It's all the same. It's just, once they get the criminal justice system getting involved, and then I believe that these allegations are accurate. I don't think these people lying on him. You can't force people to have sexual encounters, force people to have sex. If you're going to do this type of shit, if I'm a freak and I'm into freaky shit, then I'm going to get around people who really willingly want to participate in this. And I'm going to make sure they are all of age, that we're not forcing someone to do something they don't want to do. Because I think this was boiling down to that there were some things going on, that maybe there were some underage people involved in these situations, maybe drugging people to assault them, paying for prostitutes and escorts to travel. That is illegal in the United States. All over the United States. I don't know. I think there's one county somewhere in Vegas, one county, I believe, where prostitution is legal in that. It's not legal in Las Vegas. In Nevada, I think they have one area, but because the funny part is, the friend of mine who does escorting, he said to be very careful in Las Vegas. They'll lock you up out there. They'll set you up. He said he'd be very, very careful. But he was always in New York escorting. New York, Miami, Los Angeles. The crazy part, he ain't the best looking guy, but I would always be like, one day he showed me, one day he was in my house, it was a few years ago. And I said, well, who be paying you for all this sex that you be doing right here? And he strolled through that phone and showed me text messages of people sending him money. I said, all these people are paying you for sex? And I look 10 times better than him. Are you hiring? I mean, what kind of sex y'all having over there? Would I work for sex? Listen, when it comes to sex, I done did a whole bunch of shit for free. God damn it. I wouldn't mind being paid for my freaky services. Somebody said they're going to pay me $10,000. I'm taking these clothes. I know $10,000 don't sound like a lot to y'all, but that'll take care of some woes in my life right about now. That'll take care of part of this roof. Give me that $10,000. Yeah, and I'm gonna come back to that today, get $10,000 today, and then tomorrow somebody offer me $10,000 for sex. It's on popping. Okay, we're gonna use some condoms. Let me take a shower, scrub up, get ready, everything. I'm ready. $10,000 might not sound like a lot to y'all, but I'm over here paying this. I know what this roof about to cost my ass, and I need new appliances for my kitchen in this basement. And I saw this nice couch I want down for that basement too. I need some workout equipment down there. I take that $10,000. Bad nerds say they won't pay for sex. There's a lot of folks who will. And to be honest with you, I just think it's a whole lot easier just to pay for sex than to go out here and date and go through relationships and marriage and fighting with niggas and arguing with folks. Just write a check and be done with it, child. Thank you for your services. It was great. There you go. I'll see you next week. To me, that's a whole lot easier. I'd rather just pay if I can afford it. If it's somebody I really want to have sex with and they fine as hell, I'd rather just pay. That's just my opinion. You can have your own thoughts and opinion about that. I get my pay and get on over it. Fuck that shit. Get your money. I'll see you next week. Matter of fact, it was so good. Can you come back this Friday? I don't have no problem with that. Years ago, I used to turn around and say, I'll never pay for that. I'm 53. I realize you've been better. I've been paying for it in more ways than one. Shit, it's better to pay for it and be done with it. I know that's not what this video is about, and I know P. Diddy paid them men well for their services. But what I have a problem with is forcing people. Cassie says she was forced to participate in sexual encounters with male prostitutes at it. And Diddy just maybe watched. She didn't say participated. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. But I can imagine there's a lot of shit going on. But I don't think people make this stuff up. I've been around enough people to know. I have a client who's a bodybuilder. He comes over here. I see him all the time. I haven't seen him in a minute. And he was coming over here frequently. He would tell me these stories. He has a house way out in Conyers, this massive house. And he says that the house is a party house. And he has orgies at this party. At this time, you got to come out there. You got to come out. You got to come. Men, women, cats, dogs, whatever. I said, he didn't tell me some stories about all these folks in there at these orgies. I've listened to it. And I just say, he said they do it every weekend. I said, every weekend? He said, yeah. People come from all over the United States to these parties. They're swingers type parties where anything goes, bisexual, gay, straight, the whole 9 yards. And I was like, wow. I've heard about this stuff for years here in Atlanta from various people. I've heard about this club called, it's on the south side of town. I almost said, what's the name of that damn club? I've heard about that club. And the crazy part, people say the food is so good in that club. I said, well, it's a sex club with good food? Okay, what? Okay. But there's some club on the south side of town, they have it's a swingers club, trapeze. I've heard about this place for at least the past 20 years. I've never been. Drove by it though. Oh, that's it. I drive by slowly so you can catch going in there. But I personally know people who've been in there fucking. They told me about it. Gay and straight. I said, that's what y'all do with y'all Friday night? I said, you gotta come. No, I'm not going. But, I think that's what, again, when you have people who willingly participate in stuff like that, that's a difference than somebody being drugged and made to participate in something that they don't want to participate, or someone being underage. In P. Diddy's case, I think this is where the problem's coming in. Paying for these male escorts or prostitutes, whatever you want to call them, male or female, to do sex acts with him and other people. He paid them for this service. Possibly forcing people who didn't really want to do this through drugs or coercion or your job or whatever, drugging them or something. I think this is where the problem, because this is where he gets into a world of trouble. Had he kept it a grown folks affair with grown people who want to do this, and they freaks all over the United States, everywhere. There are some freaks out there who would said, count me in, and would gladly participate, and gladly go, and would not have, he didn't have to drug or do nothing. And I think that's what he should have stuck to. That's what he should have kept it to people who willingly wanted to participate. He should not have forced anyone to do something they didn't want to do. This is like my friend who was consistently inviting me to, this is a very attractive guy, bodybuilder who's all over the internet. He's constantly inviting me, but he hasn't forced me to, you're going to go, No, he invited me. If I wanted to go or not. I asked him about this viewer second. He said, no, everybody there got to participate, but I ain't going because I ain't participating. And I have nothing to y'all like sex as much as the next person, but this is that ain't the same for me, myself personally. I mean, y'all grown ass people, you want to, because I know a lot of y'all have gone to these type of events and probably went to one last night. You grown, If that's what you want to do, as long as you're not being forced to do it, as long as somebody's not forcing you or drugging you and you're not doing nothing against your will, as long as your employer isn't holding your job over your head. I think P. Diddy did this to a couple people. Recording contracts, jobs, opportunities were held over their head if they weren't going to get this, if they didn't participate in that. I think he may have done some things like that. I haven't really kept track of all this shit. But when the feds show up, we got a problem. They just not showing up on no hearsay. They're not just coming out there on some bullshit. Not the federal government. Oh no. They coming because they have accurate information that they have verified. And they're looking for something that they know was in those houses. And they went to retrieve it. Now, did they find it? Maybe Puff Daddy got smart enough and cleaned his houses out. Maybe. I got that shit's been spotless. I've been shitting that damn house. But then, sometimes people don't pay attention, Years and years and years ago, I had a friend of mine who was involved in some very illegal activities involving bank fraud. And he would always be surrounded with these really attractive guys. And one day, I never forget, I met this guy over at this man's house. Young guy. And I remember telling him, you don't need to be here. You need to stay away from the scenario here where you at. He didn't know no better. But I was trying to warn him. I said, you need to, you over here all the time. Why? I just like hanging out here. You don't need to be hanging out here. There's a lot of shit going on in here. I don't even come over here. But anyway, the feds ran up into this associate of mine's home. He had multiple apartments. Where he was doing all kinds of crazy shit. That young kid who freaked out, and for some reason he ran and tried to, when the feds came busting up into the apartment, he ran and jumped off the balcony of the 4th floor of this building. Was it the 3rd or 4th floor? I'm pretty sure it was the 4th floor. And that boy was paralyzed. He ended up being paralyzed from the neck down behind this mess. And he had nothing to do with the illegal activities that were going on there. He was just hanging out in his boy's beautiful luxury apartment, not realizing the danger his life was in because of the illegal activities this boy was participating in. And he was paralyzed from the neck down because he jumped off that damn balcony. And they kept saying, why'd you jump? What was he should? They weren't going to arrest him anyway. He hadn't done nothing. He was just there. But he jumped off that damn balcony, which was stupid. I wouldn't have jumped off no damn balcony. I had another friend, associate a few years back. He jumped off a balcony and died. Who jumping off balconies? Y'all act like y'all didn't murder somebody. But yeah, the feds ran up in his house and he jumped off a balcony and unfortunately fell to his death. And this is a few years back. Both of these incidents happened right here in Atlanta. I'm about to jump off no damn balcony. You got me. Here I am. You got me. Why am I running for shame? And anyway, I firmly believe these allegations that are being reported with P. Diddy. I'm confident that these allegations are accurate. I'm 10,000% sure that this, it must be raining outside. Oh, there's a fan behind me. I'm like, sound like it's raining. I'm glad it ain't right now. Thought I understand. But I'm really good. Sometimes, you're looking forward to getting something done. I've been having anxiety. Y'all know I have anxiety. I've been trying to get this roof done over here for months now. The material's here, the dumpster's here, we ready to get rolling. Let's get this shit done. Because I'm so nervous about them ripping this roof off. And water getting into the house. And, the weather looks like it's going to be, clear for the next few days. So, excuse me, pray. I drink this coffee, y'all. Anyway. The weather is clear for the next few days, so we should be okay. Shouldn't take them but 2 or 3 days to complete this. But that's what they say. We're going to find out. Anyway, today is Wednesday. It's March 27th, the year 2024. I'm about to take these dogs out, and ain't no sense sitting around here all day. I plan on being here all day dealing with this scenario, and I got other stuff I need to be doing now since they're not going to be here today. All right, I'm out of here. I look forward to reading you all's comments about P. Diddy. I think he's pretty guilty of what they've accused him of. We shall see over the next few weeks or months what happens. Everything done in the dark comes to the light. People have to be careful about what they're going around doing, and just can't force people to do something that they don't want to participate in. I think that's what it boils down to. Underage children, possibly underage children, and forcing people to do stuff that they don't want. Who is this texting me, all these damn people this morning? Why won't they ever? My nephew. Anyway, I'm out of here. It's Wednesday, March 27th, year 2024. I'm out. Enjoy the rest of this beautiful Wednesday. It's supposed to get up to 80 degrees today here. We'll see. I'm out.